Clay Patton on the Rural Radio Network, now with a check of your Midwest sheep and goat market here for the week ending May the 12th. The Midwest Sheep and Goat Market Report is brought to you by Moline Seed and Fence. They're proud to sponsor the Midwest Sheep and Goat Market Report. Moline Seed and Fence is your local dealer for Riviera custom gates, goat and sheep pens, along with Mountain View sheep and goat equipment. Check out all their products when you visit their website. That's MolineSeedandFence.com. MolineSeedandFence.com. Welcome back to another episode of the Midwest Sheep and Goat Market Report. Thanks everybody for joining us, and thankful for the moisture out there. We saw a lot of widespread rains here this week, but we'll get into it. We're not out of the woods yet when it comes to this drought. So for the week ending May 12th, the Midwest Sheep and Goat Market Report continuing to move lower in seasonal pace. Nothing really over dramatic there. It's not falling sharply, but on the prime slaughter stock this week, we probably took another 10 to 20, maybe in cases, $25, $30 a hundredweight off of the upper end of this market. The mid-range, though, still holding out fairly strong. The good news that I really am still taking out from this year is a strong ethnic demand we saw early on. Slim feed resources, guys have kept their marketings current. We're pushing a lot of lighter stock into the slaughter ranges and things, and so we just don't have this glut of heavy stock starting to come in, and so that has been really positive out from that perspective as well. The fact that we just don't have this glut of heavy lambs doesn't mean it isn't going to happen this summer, but so far we're staying ahead of it. We'll talk about slaughter weights here in a moment. They are a little bit on the rise, but I still think we're keeping things a little more current, and that is helping this market to stay a little healthier here now into mid-May. Now, as well, we look, and several sales this week, though, did note some lower quality stock coming through as well, some thinner stock coming through, and I think that still highlights that ranchers are facing some really tough decisions out there, having to market things just to keep the herds there. They're out of feed, so they're having to keep things kind of rolling through, so that unfortunately is going against them. Breeding market, too, is pretty thin. We just haven't seen what I would consider enough sales, the reported sales, not saying the breeding stock isn't trading and moving, but enough of reported sales and stuff to really call a comfortable market of where the breeding stock market is right now. With that, though, the good news is this week that widespread moisture out through the high plains from basically the Dakota South into parts of western Kansas, panhandle of Oklahoma down into Texas. Really good shot of getting some moisture up there this year, so glad to see that finally coming through. Now, this doesn't break the drought immediately, doesn't end anything, but hopefully it's a good start. There was areas around Atwood, Kansas, there, northwest Kansas, reporting 5 inches, almost 6, 7, 8 inches in moisture. So again, a lot of water falling down, and it doesn't fix everything right away, but hopefully it's starting to build back a little moisture base, primer pump, get some grass up and growing here late in the mid-spring season. So again, this is a positive outlook. It just helps kind of brighten people's days up. Retail side of the market this week, unfortunately, we're still seeing that post-Easter market. Lamb cut activity index down 67%. Roast ads were down 77%. Chop ads down 47%. Lamb features did have some ad space this week for racks, loin chops, shoulder blade chops, just trying to get some product moving, but it wasn't anything great to write home about. Highlighted quotes this week: Colby Livestock in Kansas selling 37 head, 109-pound slaughter goats for $250 a hundredweight. That's $272.50 a head. Colby also sold 21 head of 102-pound slaughter wool lambs for $165 a hundredweight. That's $168.30 a head. Centennial Livestock Colorado sold 26 head of 117-pound slaughter wethers for $313 a hundredweight average. It's $267 a head. Upper end of the draft sold for $325 a hundredweight, or $278 a head. Sioux Falls Regional Livestock in South Dakota sold 32 head of 52-pound feeder hair lambs for $170 a hundredweight, or $88 ahead. Kelowna also sold 126 head of 94-pound slaughter wool lambs for $189 a hundredweight, or $177 a head. Upper end of the draft sold for $230 a hundredweight, or $216 a head. Kelowna also sold 90 head of 62-pound slaughter goats for $319 a hundredweight, or $198 a head. Upper end of the draft selling for $371 a hundredweight, or $230 a head. Producers Livestock in Texas sold 434 head of 85-pound slaughter hair lambs for $190.50 a hundredweight, or $162 a head. Upper end of the draft selling for $206 a hundredweight, $175 a head. Producers also sold 182 head of open 87-pound replacement yearling hair ewes. Again, these are young ewes that were coming in for $183 a head average. Upper end of those ewes bringing about $209 a head as well. Lamb slaughter this week through Saturday estimated 35,000 head. That was unchanged from the prior week and up 3,000 from last year. Year-to-date lamb slaughter still running about 6.4%, or 41,000 ahead of the previous year, with a yearly kill so far 688,000 1,000 head. Live lamb weights this week, 124 pounds. That was an increase of 4 pounds from last week and a decrease of 12 pounds from last year. Dressed lamb weights at 63 pounds, up 2 pounds week over week, still down 6 pounds from last year. So I think it's a really important number we keep focusing on. We keep these carcass weights, these live lamb weights, well below a year ago. Price breakdown in the regional report this week: wool lambs 20 to 40 pounds, 170 to 220 a hundredweight in a light test. 40 to 70 pound wool lambs, 135 to 220. 70 pounds and up, 170 to $230 a hundredweight. Hair lambs 20 to 40 pounders, 165 to 230 a hundredweight. 40 to 70 pounds, 170 to 230 a hundredweight. 70 pounds and up, 145 to 225 a hundredweight. On the wool ewes, the stocker sign not enough for an applicable test this week. Slaughter ewes 40 to 115 a hundredweight. Slaughter rams 40 to 180 a hundredweight. Hair ewes replacement quality 165 to $230 a head. Slaughter hair ewes 70 to $150 a head. Hair rams 40 to 190 a hundredweight. Kid goat sales 20 to 40 pounders, 200 to 355 a hundredweight. 40 to 70 pounders, 250 to 371 a hundredweight. 70 pounds and up, 200 to 305 a hundredweight. Slaughter wethers 70 pounds and up, 225 to 280 a hundredweight. Slaughter does medium and fleshy 130 to $260 a head. Replacement quality does 130 to $270 a head. And on the slaughter bucks 170 to 315 a hundredweight. As a check of the Midwest Sheep and Goat Market Report, as always, appreciate the support, appreciate the listenership. You have a great rest of your day.